Miriam has no voice.
I was singing and then it went away. Hello, I'm Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow.
I'm Chris, also a co-founder, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. If you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto super easy.
Subscribe.
We also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for updates on all our Keto Chow happenings. These live streams help us be accountable and stay on track, so thanks for joining us on our keto journey.
Chris Cooking Nashville is super sad that I was prioritizing fixing Kate's phone.
That's true.
So she has like a Galaxy A34, which still has an external SD card slot, which is cool. So, but the SD card that was in there was malfunctioning because it was the one from previous phone we had just brought over. Anyway, she's got a new one.
And we fixed her headlight yesterday.
I replaced
The entire housing and
assemblies because, like, the wires were melting. There was it was intermittent contact, and so it was getting hot, and then it was melting wires.
I'm glad her
and then
car
the headlights
didn't
were
catch
going
on
out.
fire.
Yeah, actually, it could have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad it didn't.
Visual Keto is at Texas Roadhouse, celebrating
yummy.
61 years. We're not connected. Okay, now we're connected again. I hope that there weren't any skipped frames.
Yay!
We just sang happy birthday in case it
Sorry,
skipped.
Sonia.
Anyway, Matt is here, so is Marie.
Hi, Matt. Hi,
Her
Marie.
beloved Nana is here. And
Debbie.
Rockin' Keto Amy. Evelyn, which is apparently Evil Lynn.
No, it's not.
I know. Is here as well.
Hi, Evelyn.
Let's see. Jennifer
Hi,
Lucas
Chris.
says, well, hello.
Hello.
Jujube's here, so is Risa.
Hi,
We just
Risa.
had fun with Dustin and Chandra. Bubbles is here, so is Exposing
Hi,
Darkness.
Bubbles.
Steph
Come
is
in.
here from Arizona.
Come in.
Matt is on Team Grape Salty. And don't forget, I wouldn't make a grape flavor. I want to make a purple flavor. There's Ruth.
Whose birthday is it?
It was
Sonia.
Visual Keto.
Yay! Happy birthday! I don't know who you are, but you're probably cool.
Hey, Andrew Lee is here. He's a gold digger.
Yeah, literally.
Hi guys, I'm Sarah.
Okay.
It's good to see you all.
Okay, bye.
Hi.
Andrew's here. Nancy says hello, beautiful people. And Keto Simple is here as well. He's watching from Timeout.
Oh, that's true.
And he's on Team Grape Salty as well. GGB says, Chris, you're a good dad. So Miriam was just watching a video that Rachel sent. It's like, ways that dad says hello. It's like, hey, I filled up your car. Like,
No, it says I love you. Ways that
ways that dad say I love you.
Hey, I filled up your car. Did you
Hey,
see the
how's it
game?
going?
Did you see the game?
Yeah, get out of here. Hey, your girlfriend is cute. Or
Don't get married. See ya. Be careful. See ya.
This is really
This
funny.
is funny.
Rhonda's here, so is Lady Fritz Sater.
Hi.
And Chris says the love for Chris and Miriam is massive, so I'll forgive it. Is enough that
Buffering.
it's not a problem. We'll see.
We will see.
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, Platte River Keto says, good evening, friends. It's been a while since I caught you
yes,
guys.
and we're going to see you soon.
Indeed. Eddie says headlights can be tricky, especially on new ones. It was a 2006 Impala.
I mean, it's not old.
Yeah, it was like
I'm
$60
old.
for a set of new housings. And I bought the new housing because the wires were melting because the connectors were bad. And so it was actually a fairly simple swap.
It was so simple, I didn't even have to do it.
Yep. Marie is also on Team Grape Salty. A bunch of people are
Marie,
like,
how could
gross,
you?"
grape. And it's like, we're not even going to let you have any. Why are you even talking about
Yeah,
it?
gross grape.
Donna is here.
Hey,
Missed last
Donna.
week's life, spent it in the ER.
Oh no, are you okay? I'm so
You're okay.
sorry. I'm glad you're out of the ER.
Brenda is here. And Dustin says it redirected. Nice.
Oh, good.
Everybody's saying hi to Ruth. Mimi is
thanks.
here. Carol says salty lemon lime is so yummy
Yes.
and refreshing.
Today I had lemon lime mixed with cherry chill, and it was delicious. I've been doing that
Nice.
lately. I kind of get into a flow where I just have the same thing for a while.
Visual Keto says thanks. And Gina is here. And Lady Lost is looking forward to seeing us in Elkhart, Indiana.
Yay! I'm so happy to see you. Are you guys feeling better? Is your house better yet? I know you guys were sick for a while.
I kind of want to watch The Music Man. Evelyn
Okay.
says that's how my name is pronounced if you're speaking with an English accent.
Evelyn.
Crystal Harris is here. So is Carnivore Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
Let's see. And Keto Simple says sour flavors could be good too.
Yeah.
Fun fact, except for the chocolate ones and the, whatchamacallit, Clean Slate, all of the flavors of salty are sour because they have the malic acid in them.
Oh, that's true.
In fact, it tastes really weird
Without
the malic
Yeah,
acid.
it does. Makes a difference.
Jen is
Hi, Jen.
here. Chris Cooking Nashville is also on Team Grape Salty. They call it Grape
Chris.
Ape.
That is actually cute.
Shari got some freezing. Let's see. Hey, Yvette is here. Hi there, Yvette.
Yvette, hi.
Crystal
Nice to
Harris
see
likes
you.
Buc-ee's. I like to wear this shirt when I travel.
Yeah, because
It's
he
fun.
gets everybody likes him.
Yep. Lady for Scissor would try a grape one and then decide.
And then decide that it was gross.
Mrs. Dimetap PTSD folks unite. Just say no to grape. Marie. Oh, Marie, the snow broke a limb in one of their trees.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
We had a considerable amount of snow this morning here in Utah, and then it melted, and then it started snowing again. Is it still snowing?
Yeah, it's snowing.
Okay.
But it's not sticking,
Okay.
so that's good.
Crystal Harris likes the new Mondo melon.
Oh yeah, that is really good.
It is.
I do really like that one. And I did see Sherry was here, the one who I always called Shari, who I know in person
Sherry.
in real life, and
Okay.
we're real friends, and I've been calling her the wrong name this whole time.
Real friends.
Real
Donna had
friends.
broken her arm. Doesn't recommend it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay, Donna says, I received my salty sample a couple days ago. I'm loving the grapefruit salty. Place
Yeah.
another order for more bags. Nice.
Yeah.
And Chris is drinking new Mondo melon. Ash actually lets you have some?
That's amazing.
I thought she didn't let you have any. Like, wow. Okay, Malay Lasso says the cough is still there, but fading slowly.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm still coughing.
Marie likes to add extra sour to the salty.
Oh, yum.
Jennifer says, is the Mondo melon in my variety pack? I just received the new or the old version. So
Where did you order it from?
easy.
We'll
Yeah,
tell
if you ordered from us, it's probably the new stuff. But if your variety pack looks like these ones right here, it has, if it looks like this guy or if it looks like that guy, it has the new Mondo melon in it. Also, you can tell the new Mondo melon because it's a
Green.
pink and green like that. So, there you go. Meg is here. Hi there, Meg.
Hi, Meg.
Bubbles would rather drink unsweetened grape tang from 1975. And Andrew wants persimmon. Okay.
Persimmon.
Persimmon. Chris says I had to sneak it when she wasn't watching. Evelyn uses Indigo Neely's recipe for sour gummy bears.
Oh, that sounds good.
Gummy jars. I had one with a cherry chill today. Oh, that does
That's
sound
awesome.
good. Jen had a broken arm as well with an MRI
Oh, that's
yesterday.
right.
Oh, that's
well, I'm glad you
terrible.
finally got the MRI. So hopefully you're looking for healing now.
Deborah says it's 75 in Chicago. Snow coming on Thursday. That's weather.
That was yesterday.
That's just weather.
It was like
Welcome to
65 here. And then yesterday we were all sweating. Chris had to actually turn the AC on at work.
I did.
And then today was tanked, which we knew. We could see the weather.
Marie says I really want to try the new Mondo melon. Do we have Mondo melon at the warehouse?
Yeah.
At the front for people to
I'm
sample?
sure we do.
So if you ever come
sure
and
we do.
visit our warehouse, number one, we have 10% off all the time. There are every once in a while products that we don't have enough stock of to put them on the website.
Right.
But you can't order it online. You can only buy it in person, like with your feet on the ground there. But also we have different flavors of salty and Keto Chow mixed up that you can actually taste. So, yeah. Lori is here.
Lori, hi.
And Olivia says cherry is
miss
the best
you.
salty. See, I like to mix the
Lori, I
lemon,
want
the
to
new
talk
lemon
to you when you
lime
get back from your
with the
trip.
cherry. That's my favorite salty right now.
That's what I just said. I did today.
Okay.
That's his favorite one.
Marie wants a juicy pear salty.
Juicy pear. So, was it Lori's birthday? Should we sing to Lori?
Oh, we can
Lori,
sing.
was it your birthday?
I'm sure it was her birthday at some point.
All right, Lori. In
Sing it
case
anyway.
it was last year.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lori. At some point. Happy birthday to you. Yay. Okay. Hey, Christy Davis is here as well.
Hey,
and
Christy.
Gail says, good evening,
Hi,
everyone.
Gail.
Okay, Miriam,
Yes.
what are some good keto-friendly sweeteners?
So there's quite a few.
Okay.
We've been using mostly allulose. A few years ago, allulose wasn't really a thing, and we used erythritol or monk fruit, stevia.
Now, hold on a second. Monk fruit. Like, if you go and you buy...
Yeah.
If you buy Lakanto monk fruit, and it's like the granulated stuff, that is erythritol that is
Yep.
flavored
With monk
with
fruit.
monk fruit.
Which is interesting
Which is
because
fine.
yeah, you just didn't know that. So I would play with some different sweeteners and see what one you like.
And you were saying, sorry, I interrupted you.
Stevia, monk fruit, and sucralose are high intensity sweeteners.
Yeah, they're
So you
impossible
can,
to
if you
measure.
can get those in like a liquid form,
Like drops.
and then you can just use a couple of drops. I mean, like a couple of drops, and that's a lot.
Yeah.
So I would not use a lot if I were you. We just had a couple of new customers asking about that, so it's kind of fun, to talk about keto again, like
And
we're brand new people.
Of all of the sweeteners that are available, like you were saying, we used to use like xylitol or erythritol, and we actually would run erythritol through a coffee grinder
to make
turn
it
into
powdered. We still have that coffee grinder.
And now you
before.
can get allulose. And
It's
allulose,
so nice.
there's only one drawback to allulose.
It's sticky.
It's sticky.
Like
All the other
sugar
ones
is.
aren't sticky.
Yeah, but we don't usually. We don't usually bake a lot of things, so. And our sweet thing typically is Keto Chow.
Yeah.
So.
Chris Cooking
what we do.
Nashville is off to bed.
Oh, good night.
It says we rock.
Oh, thank you.
Tamara says, don't you have a personal shopper for those out-of-towners? We don't. Specifically, we don't offer that service because that would be the same as placing an order on the website and then we just ship it to you.
Right.
So-
And the only reason why we have them in the store is because
We only have like
we
10.
keep a reserve for just in case if like a package gets lost or something. And then once we are sure that all the packages have probably been delivered, we'll take those reserve, and it's like this much, and we just put it in the storefront. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Ronna
worked
says,
out well.
Caramel Vive Salty is good dessert for
Oh,
the
it
Keto
sure.
Chow.
Oh, yeah, you're
What
right.
was it that I was
sure
putting
is.
the Cocoa Loco on? Was it the, it was the yogurt that we make.
Oh, was
I put some of the.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
good.
just sprinkled it on top. That was fantastic.
Yeah, and when we're camping, see, it is her birthday.
Well, like
oh, April.
2 weeks ago.
Well, yeah, but I knew it was happening.
Okay.
It happened.
Anyway, you were saying, sorry.
I don't know.
Okay, we were talking about yogurt. Deborah loves all the new flavors, especially the grapefruit. And
Yeah.
Olivia says I mix chocolate Keto Chow and Cocoa Loco.
It's
there
so
you go.
good.
Dennis likes the singing. Hi, Dennis. Ronna says, why not use allulose in Keto Chow instead of sucralose?
That's actually a really
a
good
great
question.
question.
So Chris is going to work on pulling up the article to show you.
Well, I mean, I can.
While I tell you, allulose measures kind of like sugar because it's not a high intensity sweetener like the ones I was talking about earlier. And oh, look at that! Look at my hair. Are you sharing? Okay.
I am.
Anyway, allulose, because it measures like sugar, it takes up a lot of space. Whereas the one that we use, sucralose, is very, very small. So you can use allulose in Keto Chow, like you can use it in the core unsweetened, and it works great. But the reason why we don't use allulose is because it would take up a lot of space.
Yeah, double the weight and volume.
Yeah.
So in the big bag, instead of 21 meals, it'd be 10 for the same price and for the same shipping.
Yep.
And that sucks. So that's why we only use
Oh,
high
you really
intensity
wrote that
sweeteners.
sucks on
Yeah.
there.
That's why we only use high intensity sweeteners, like in the natural strawberry. We use monk fruit. The natural strawberry is currently out of stock.
I thought we got it back.
Tested it, and it passed the test, and we're just waiting for them to actually send it to us.
Okay.
So it will be coming
It's close to being here.
soon. And Keto Chow Core is either with no sweetener or with stevia. But yeah, that's why we don't use allulose. It would make sense to use it. It's just too massive. Black old sun. Tracy says I'm still crossing my fingers for an orange cream soon.
Oh yeah.
And Bubbles says Citrus Splash is still my #1 fave.
Aw.
Now, just so that you're aware, the Citrus Splash it's discontinued. We still have it in stock. We're replacing it with the lemon lime twist. But we made the original order for it. We're not going to order any more, but you can still get the 30 count bag on our website.
Citrus Splash.
So, just so you're aware,
Yep.
its days are numbered, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Shari says sucralose is so sweet. Truthfully, I've had a 4-ounce bottle of the pure sucralose
Yeah, it lasts
since 2009. I still have 3/4 of an inch left. Expected to last another 3 years. Yep. Jen says I've been trying to use allulose, but it burns my mouth. Well, then I would not use it.
just not use it. Yeah, you're good.
It also works good for making like frozen stuff
Yeah.
because it prevents the freezing like sugar does. So that's why if you're going to use a slushy machine,
Allulose works
you
best.
have to use allulose in it.
And then we do have like a almond recipe, a candied almond recipe on the website, and I think it was developed with erythritol, but it actually works better if you use allulose in that too.
And Olivia points out allulose behaves the best like sugar when baking.
True that.
Cynthia is here.
Thanks, Olivia. Nice to see you. By the way.
Bubble says Coco Loco and cottage cheese. Yes, that works extremely well.
Totally do that.
Crystal says yes, it's very sticky. I made some peanut butter pralines and some and some pralines, and they were amazing. Non-keto people love them, but allulose acts just like sugar. I forgot how sticky sugar is.
Yes.
GGB says caramel vibes when camping, and then trailed off.
Oh, thank you.
You like to make hot chocolate.
We're gonna go camping, and I always associate camping with hot chocolate.
Yes.
And for years, I always would feel guilty having the sugar-free hot chocolate because I didn't want to have a whole keto chow, but then I'd have like the 6 or 8 carbs or whatever that was a hot chocolate. But now I can just have Coco Loco, and it's so awesome. So I've already put a whole bunch of Coco Loco in the stuff we're taking when we go to Elkhart.
So, who was it? Exposing Darkness says, then how about more flavors with no sweetener? I'd prefer no sucralose. So here is every 6 months or so, we publish a article with the top flavors of Keto Chow, where we look at how they sell. Of note, the core flavors, dairy-free with alternative sweeteners, aren't doing super well. The lackluster performance of all but the sweetened chocolate core is the reason for our decision to not work on new core flavors until they do better, because there's no sense in adding more until then. Though many people looking for other flavors use the unflavored core, which is the beef soup base, plus flavored sugar-free syrups to make what they are looking for.
Yep, or extracts or emulsion or whatever you want to play with.
So until such time as the unsweetened core flavors actually sell terrible, but we're keeping them as a matter of principle at this point in time.
Right.
Joshua says, I just started Keto Chow a week ago and I'm loving it.
Oh,
awesome.
I'm so glad. Tell me what your favorite flavor is, Joshua.
And Dennis says, a belated happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Actually wore a green shirt yesterday.
Yeah, I wore a green suit coat.
Shari says, I've discovered I do not like stevia. Interesting. And Olivia says, hey, also allulose plus chocolate core unsweetened is amazing.
Yes, it is. It's really good.
Sing It says, hey. Elena says, have you done an article on glucose spikes of your various protein powders? I'm looking for that one that has the least effect on my glucose levels. So we actually do have several. Let's see. I think if I just come up here and I
search glucose. That's
I think
you.
this is an older one.
That's a really old one.
Glucose. The short version is,
It's also old. So, but this is also in a non-diabetic
I am not
person.
a diabetic. And this was
Right.
me not using a continuous glucose monitor. I was pill, and there's a data table. But regardless, in my tests, there was not a significant change aside from what you would normally see from eating ground beef. Because eating ground beef will make your glucose go up and your ketones go down. Is that a problem? Not really, but it will make it move. And the protein powder that we're using on most of our stuff is a milk protein isolate, which does digest slower than something like a whey protein.
But if you're diabetic, you're still going to need insulin for that.
For the protein.
It's just slower. It's a lot slower than another rise would be, so it's not like a spike. So anytime you eat any kind of protein, it would raise you a little bit.
Yeah, we buffered again.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see. Lisa says chocolate core. Stevia is our favorite.
Oh, yay.
Evelyn says glad to see you back and that you had someone to talk to, Carrie. Okay. Do all of you know about our rewards program?
Oh, yeah.
So
we do.
in case you don't know what we're talking about, so if you just come here to the main page and you scroll, right here, we reward every purchase. $2 just for creating an account, 5% back on every purchase, and $10 for every person you refer.
That's me, by the way. Look how cute I am.
And it's actually with the referral thing. So yeah, for every $20 you spend, it's $1 in rewards. Link to share Keto Chow with friends. If someone opens that link and then places an order, and they've never placed an order before, then you will get $10 added to your rewards account.
Right.
And that person gets a 10% discount. Now, let's say that the person, they're thinking about it, and they're like, well, not right now. So they close their browser. Make sure that if they decide to place an order that they click on your link again.
And go back through.
Because if they opened your link, closed it, come back a couple days
Then
later,
Google it,
and then place an order, you won't
get the credit.
But if you give them your link and they open your link and then place an order, even if they've been there before, they just can't have placed an order previously, then you'll get $10.
Nice.
So,
and the way that rewards works is it just sits in that account. It lasts for 6 months, and then you use one code to redeem it. And you can use that code anytime you want, anytime you make a purchase.
It even works with coupons.
Yeah, so anytime you want to come and use your reward, you can just grab that reward code and use it, and it'll use up the oldest rewards first.
Yep.
Which is another thing that's cool.
Singing's gonna go to bed.
Good night.
Jared Murphy's here. Hi there.
Hi, Jared.
Enjoyed my salty during my walk today. Endless summer in Houston seemed appropriate. It's always summer here.
Yeah.
Lindsay Murphy, Jared's wife, did a review of the new Mondo melon, and it was an absolute scream.
Oh, I saw hers.
Yeah. And she's like, stop it. She's
like,
like
it is better. I'm so disappointed.
It was really funny because she had just ordered some.
Oh.
Let's see. Jennifer says, thank you again for keeping the unsweetened core. As a type 1 diabetic that eats ketovore, because I love the unsweetened core in my coffee every day.
Oh, nice.
I get more vitamins and minerals.
Yes, and we really want to keep it. So we're going to keep it as long as we can.
Yeah.
We just need to be honest that we're not going to make more.
We're not going to add more flavors than the strawberry,
that was not
vanilla,
clear what
and
I said.
chocolate that we currently have.
Yes, we're not going to develop additional flavors.
If the sales on that pick up and people demonstrate that they do want it, we would definitely add more flavors. We've got a whole bunch we could use. Evelyn says the rewards are amazing, and you're adorable, Miriam.
Thank you.
Bubbles had protein waffles, apple pie, and gingerbread, and I didn't really spike.
Nice.
I had konjac noodles with a veal patty and was really stable today. Nice.
Oh, good. That's awesome.
Okay, Miriam.
Thanks, Beverly.
Cathy posted, shout out to Keto Chow. It's perfect for an adult son who just had all 4 wisdom teeth.
Oh my gosh, I feel that. Our daughter just did hers, all of
Yeah.
them. And it's really nice to be able to just have something to eat.
I mean, don't use a straw,
Yeah, don't use a straw.
but
You
yeah,
can
Keto Chow, like
eat
that's
that and-
that's a great application for Keto Chow.
And
So-
when I was really sick, I had Keto Chow, and I pretty much hardly ate anything the whole time I was sick. But
Yep,
yeah, so I'm glad that helped. I hope that he heals quickly.
yep. Lori is excited. Keto Chow is coming back to Canada.
Oh yes!
That no caramel macchiato was included.
Oh, they've only ordered a certain amount, and we only did certain flavors
Yeah, there were
for them.
6 flavors because we had to make a special version
With
just
the
for
French
Canada
and English
that-
packaging,
and that
the
doesn't have
different-
potassium in
and
it.
the different potassium, which we don't think is right. So you'll have to make sure it gets some potassium.
Yeah.
Also, but we are excited. We sent our first pallet off to Switch Grocery last week, so I'm not sure when it'll get there, but it will. They'll be
Yeah.
up and running soon, and then Canada can buy Keto Chow again.
Steph says, thanks for the explanation on the rewards points. I received
Mm-hmm.
an email saying mine were expiring, so I ordered, but I didn't know how long.
Yes, and you know what? That's the dumbest thing about our rewards program is that you can't look it up.
It doesn't expose that information.
So we're working on trying to get it fixed, but
Well, we have to,
their program has to
by
fix it.
working on it, we mean we've asked them to implement that
Yes,
feature.
it would be nice.
The issue is what the customer facing side of it just shows the code and what your balance is. It doesn't have like a breakdown of earnings and stuff like that.
But we can see that on
Yeah,
our side.
Yeah.
So if you're ever curious, go ahead and write back to that email or
just
click the
reply to
little
an
button
order.
and message a customer service or call us or whatever you want to do. We can look it up for you.
They'll just send you a screen capture.
Yep.
And it has like, what you earned and what day and everything
Yeah,
else.
I just don't know why we can't have it on the customer facing side. It's
Because they decided not to include that.
dumb.
Cynthia wants to know, has anyone made frozen yogurt with Keto Chow?
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds so good.
Rhonda says, I thought rewards points don't expire. They do, after 6 months.
Yep.
Deborah says, the soup base are amazing when I had the flu.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, Dennis is also on a liquid diet for another 40 hours.
Oh, wow, ouch.
Wow.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Rhonda says, my rewards came from purchases, not referrals. Yeah, the
Most
purchases
of them
are
always
6
will
months,
come
yeah.
from purchases, which is totally fine.
Jared wants to know what's the recommended ratio of a salty Coco Loco packet and cottage cheese. So I would recommend sprinkling some on
Taste it.
and eating it and
And
seeing
then
if it's
see
enough.
if you want more.
And I've never mixed it in. I just leave it on the top,
Okay.
like sprinkle it on the top. How's that? Okay. Miriam, do you know where you can find the leucine content of Keto Chow along with other amino acids?
Well, isn't that stuff going to be on the back of the package?
No, because there's not enough space on the back of the package to put something like
Okay.
that. So there's a lot of information on the back of the package.
Right.
But leucine, so you have different amino acids. Amino acids
Because
make
they're
up
so small
protein.
in there, is that
Well,
why?
it just takes up too much space. So if we come here to Learning Hub, actually it's Learning Hub about our products.
I should learn more about our products, apparently.
So on this page, one of the things it has is this right here. Words,
Oh,
words.
that's so boring.
Okay, that's why it's not on the back of the package. Now, this information
It's
is in
cool.
chronometer,
Oh, yeah.
but leucine or lysine or alanine, if for whatever reason you want to know the amino acid breakdown for Keto Chow, it is here on this page. And there is a different amino acid breakdown for the savory flavors, and we really need to fix this. I don't know
that's
why
messed
it's going 100%. I'll see if I can get them to fix that. But yeah, so we do have the amino acid breakdown for Keto Chow on the nutrition information.
Cool.
page.
In the Learning Hub.
in the Learning Hub.
Nice. Well, I'm going to ask you something.
Well, hold on. Rhonda wants to
You're the best. Your yard's got to be amazing.
Risa says the tomato basil chaffles were amazing as bread for deli meats. Deli meat Sammy the other day.
Yum.
And by the way, we are out of we've actually discontinued the large bags of tomato basil and taco soup.
Yes, I knew
They're
that.
discontinued. We still have the individual packets.
Yes.
But
You know why I knew that? Because we needed those, and we had to go get them at work, and there were no big bags left.
Yep.
So, but I still am putting it in the container.
Okay.
Because I've been making, I already told Days this last week, I've been making egg roll in a bowl.
Okay.
Because of Olivia's video, thank you, Olivia. I've been making it egg roll in a bowl. I've been making sloppy joe casserole. Actually, Chris has been doing that, and that calls for the beef and the chicken also. And then what was the third one that I keep making?
I don't know.
Oh, I know. It's the meatballs. I keep making the sweet and sour meatballs.
Okay.
And that calls for beef also. So I've been using the beef a lot, and I used up all our whole stash. So then when Chris, I said, please will you make the sloppy joe casserole? And he went to make it, and there was none left. So he's like, I guess it's just having chicken in it.
I
That's
used
fine.
the savory chicken soup instead.
And it was still good.
Yep. We will be getting back in the large bags of beef soup base. Mm-hmm. We're just waiting on the production of those. So, yeah, in case you're wondering. Anyway, looks like we had buffering. I just lowered the bit rate a little bit. Hopefully that'll help it reconnect.
Yeah.
Okay, Miriam, what?
No, I'm asking you a
you're
question.
Okay.
I'm going to ask what your thoughts are on kosher dill pickles.
They're great.
I agree.
So someone asked, can you eat dill pickles?
Yes.
Like, yeah, go for it.
And you know what? If ever I am fasting and I just want to keep fasting but think I'm going to die, I'll just eat some pickles and then go back to fasting, and then I'm close there, you know?
Now, I personally wouldn't eat them if I'm fasting.
Right, only if I'm going to die is what I'm
Okay.
saying. Like, and I feel like if I don't eat something, I got to quit, you know? And then I'm like, oh, I don't usually do that. I just have done it a couple times.
Okay. And yeah, the pickles, you can drink the juice too.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good way to get salt.
But you just want to get dill because the sweet pickles is
Yeah,
going to have
sweet
sugar in it.
pickles. My understanding is there are a few companies that make a sugar-free sweet pickle, but I've never been a sweet pickle. To me, those are just, yeah. Yeah.
I like sweet pickles, but I don't eat them anymore. Will you find the sloppy joe casserole recipe
Sure.
for Debbie?
I'll just come up here and I'll
It's
type
yummy.
sloppy.
Sloppy joes.
There it is.
And we've been making those yummy recipes, and the kids have been taking them for lunches. It's so good. And we just make it in a huge casserole dish, and then Chris just scoops the stuff on the top, and then it's like an individual serving, so it's nice.
Yeah. Denise says, I love dill pickles, and I can pickled okra. Interesting.
Oh, cool.
Juby says, I'm looking at my White House Easter egg roll tickets. Wow.
Oh, yeah, she got invited to the White House.
Wow, we will go on a different part of the White House lawn
yay.
than what we've seen. So excited. Wow.
That's so
Crystal
cool.
doesn't
I
like
love
sweet
that.
pickles at all. There you go. And Crystal says, I had some beef tallow with my butter for my chocolate toffee keto chow for tomorrow.
Yummy.
Yeah, and well,
That's so
okay.
awesome.
Here's one caveat to pickles. On the label, it says that they're 0 carb.
Yes.
I mean, in theory, they're mostly fiber. It's the same as eating a cucumber,
Yes.
and I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, if you want to, if you're cheating having some pickles,
Then that's a good cheat.
okay.
I honestly, I think I have a hard time with the sourness or the vinegar and sourness of them. I cannot overeat on pickles.
Okay.
My body's like, nope, that's enough.
I like the little spicy ones.
I like the little sour ones, but I just can't eat. I mean, I could maybe eat 10 if I was like really thirsty,
Okay.
but the little tiny ones, but my body's like, no, you can't handle that anymore.
Okay.
So I just think it's funny.
This is one you're going to know, Miriam.
Okay.
What containers can you store Keto Chow in? Do you need storage containers?
You don't need storage containers, but it makes me so happy to open up my Keto Chow cupboard and have them have all the containers, and yeah, makes me happy.
Products
We
we
do
recommend.
sell so many more flavors in the little ones. Oh, is it in there? Oh, wow, there we go. So
These guys.
right here, it says flip tight.
Yeah.
Oh,
So these are both sold on Walmart.
yep.
So you've got the 18.6 cup, which is really tall. These are the same
That's the one
width,
that we use
just one's short.
because you can fit a whole bag and
This is like a
in
bag and a
there.
half. This one's like a bag.
But yeah, and I have some of the smaller ones. Like I actually just changed out my mixing drawer and put the allulose in one of those square ones because I had it in a round glass jar that was really pretty, but then it didn't fit the whole bag of allulose. So
Wow.
yeah. Yeah.
Wow, $13.44 each. $13.44 each.
$13.44. What? But those are the long ones.
Yeah.
So the smaller ones fit a bag of Keto Chow. So
Yeah, just one.
also, if you do have the individual servings and still want to put them in a container, you can open it up and put them in there, or you can just put the whole bunch of containers in the container. Like if we don't have bulk bags anymore of those specific ones.
Yeah, so this is, again, you go to Learning Hub, products we recommend, and it's the keto-related things, which is also where you can find
Yeah,
the
Keto Chow shirt.
the sweatshirt that I'm wearing. You scroll down here, and it's this guy right here. In fact, the one I'm wearing is specifically the Heather Gray.
Yeah.
Wow. Can you imagine a red one?
Max would love that.
That'd be pretty awesome. Or a royal blue. Let's see. Marie says Mount Olive sugar-free bread and butter pickles. I started liking bread and butter pickles with savory things like hamburgers from Carl's Jr. way back. However, I don't like sweet gherkins at all.
There you go.
Brenda likes the 11.5 cup Better Home and Garden Flip Tights. Chris turned me on to.
That's
They're
the
great
ones.
and keep Keto Chow dry forever. Did you address do you need?
Oh, you don't need them. You can just leave them in the bags.
You can.
Whatever works best for you. I find that decanting really brings me a lot of joy. Not the actual function of decanting, the looking in the cupboard and seeing
It's
the
all
pretty
lined up.
containers.
Okay.
That's what I like.
Okay. Rhonda has a Keto Chow pyramid tank top in purple.
Yay!
Nice. Reese says though the containers are awesome. I have quite a few.
Yep. Love them.
Marie has large containers from IKEA that fit 7 pounds of allulose.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
And
And that's why I got those
too?
glass ones from IKEA, and I like them.
Debbie says most of my Keto Chow is in those containers.
Same
Nice.
days. Same days.
But yeah, and again, yeah, you
Love
don't need
it.
them. They're not going to make Keto Chow last longer. It's just, for some people, it's more convenient to have it in
Yeah.
there.
It's easier for me to scoop it out of it. It is kind of makes a mess when you dump the bag in, but it's fine.
Take the scoop out before you dump it in there.
Yeah, I would take
And
the scoop out.
Take the scoop, the old scoop that's in the bottom out, so that you
So
don't.
that your husband doesn't get annoyed when you leave it in there.
Nothing worse than you're scooping,
And then you
it's
scoop
like,
a scoop.
clunk. It's like, dang it.
Sometimes I care and I take them out. Sometimes I don't care,
Dennis
obviously.
said, some decanting evening.
Decanting.
Andrew says the containers help keep your hands clean when dishing out.
Yes.
My hands get dirty no matter
That's
what
true.
when I'm doing it.
Helen.
Lynn is here. Miriam, is there anything else you wanted to talk about? We kind of blew through
Yes,
stuff.
I actually do.
What did you want to talk about?
We have a new program that we just launched. We launched last week. If you're a new customer, or if you guys want to share Keto Chow with somebody, then send your referral link right over, and then there's a new subscribe and save. So
Okay.
it's really cool. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, so when you get to first off on the homepage, hey, shakes, electrolytes. Which one do you want?
I just want to eat that chocolate fudge right now.
We're trying to make this simple. You can do a subscription, and it's 15 to 20% monthly.
Yep.
you can save up to 50% with a sample. We'll get to that in a second. Or you can shop individual flavors.
Yep.
We have all the flavors, and you can filter them, and it's so cool.
I love the pictures so much. They're so cute.
With this sample thing, and this is something we literally launched just
like Thursday
last week.
or something.
I think it might have been.
Wednesday?
I think it was Wednesday. We did have some.
It was last week.
Bugs that we fixed.
Yeah.
As of Friday,
every time
things
there's
are just.
something. Every time you do something new, something weird happens.
So it starts you off with a 6-flavor sampler kit. You click on any of the things, and it just takes you down here where you can pick whatever flavors you want.
That chocolate peanut butter of deliciousness.
We don't have a specific set flavor sampler anymore. You pick whatever you want.
Yep.
And hey, here we go. And it includes a blender bottle, no matter what. You can't see choose a price.
Oh, because we're
it's behind my head. Okay. So, so if you want to create a subscription and join My Chow, we're going to give you 50% off. And again, this is
50% off on this.
New customers. Yeah, 50% off the sampler. Or I was emphatic, we don't require a subscription.
Right.
To get the big discount, it only works for first-time customers, and you have to create a subscription to get that big discount. But you can still buy it at full price.
Right.
I don't want to force people into a subscription they don't want.
Right.
That also helps that people understand they're getting a subscription. But here we go. Join My Chow and save.
Yeah.
So you choose the flavors,
My Chow.
and then you build a subscription box. The sampler bills and ships right away.
Yeah.
The subscription ships in 2 weeks. So we think that that's going to be enough time for most people to get the stuff, try it, figure out what they like, and then you can actually go back in
and change your subscription. Make sure you got the flavors you like, which is why we want to give the sampler in the first place.
Yeah.
If you've never tried Keto Chow, it's really nice to be able to try it and be like, you know what? I thought I was really going to like this, but I don't, but I do like this one. Okay, so what's the next step?
So right now it's, hey, you built the sampler. Great.
Yay!
Then we're going to build the My Chow subscription. We're trying to make sure that people really understand this is a subscription. So we're going to start building.
There it is.
I'm going to break the mold and come straight over here.
Oh, because you knew to do that.
I'm going to get some...
that's a drop down.
It is a drop down. Where's the cherry chill?
You also probably want to go to the back and get me some of the new Mondo melon.
Oh, you want some of the Mondo melon?
Yes, please.
Okay. And right here, look, I've got one bag.
Okay, so if you do it again, then
Mondo melon. Now,
Okay.
On bags of salty, it's just telling you how many bags you have. We're going to come back over here. And do you want a surprise kit?
Sure. Do that.
Or do you want to build one?
Actually, let's build
Apple
one.
pie?
Yep.
You got a bag of apple pie.
But look at how underneath it says single meal or bulk bag. So you can choose, but then under like the baked potato base, it doesn't have the bulk bag.
Yeah.
So that makes it clear.
And you'll notice up here at the top right now it says I'm getting 10% off.
Yeah.
If I add 44 more, I will unlock 15% off and get free
Achievement
shipping.
unlocked.
Because one of the things that we really will like to do is we like to make it simple, and we like to have kind of I'd rather give people a good price all the time rather than having sale prices, blah, blah, blah. Right. So the subscription is like the best price you're ever going to get. So it starts at 15% off if you do over $110.
Right.
And then it builds up to 20% off as if you stay subscribed for a while. And that's to, hey, keep the subscription. You can even skip a month. You can extend it out a couple of weeks, whatever. You can change the delivery date. But if you stay subscribed, your savings will build up until you get to 20% off. And the surprise subscription, it now is just part of the 15% that builds up to 20% off.
You do also earn rewards on the subscription.
You do.
So just because it's set it and forget it, don't forget you have those rewards points you want to use. So then if we launch a new product and it's not quite in subscriptions right away, you can just go grab that real quick on launch day.
And check it out. I can even use these filters to, I want chocolate core with stevia. Let's do a whole bunch of those.
Yeah.
And maybe some spicy taco. Boom.
I
You see,
want
I just
some.
got up to that.
Oh yeah,
So
so,
now-
it changed to 15%. And then it turned yellow too, so you can see
Yeah.
that.
Look at this.
That's nice.
Okay. It's 94.05. Now it's 93.54.
Oh, because you went higher,
Because-
but it gave you the 15%
Yeah.
off.
Now you can keep adding more
nice.
stuff. Like, you don't have to stop there, but the minimum to get the 15% off is that. Now
Yeah.
you can either click on this guy right here and it'll open the thing, or you can hit this little arrow.
Okay.
You won't see it because it's behind our head,
Oh, sorry.
but then you can continue to check out and it's going to show you, here's the sampler that
Yeah.
you're starting off with today.
Yes.
This is charged today. And here is the subscription that's starting in 2 weeks. And how often do you want to have it delivered?
Oh,
Every month?
Every
Every
month.
2 months?
yep.
You know, here's it's all laid out here. If you hit this little question mark, it has more information.
Oh, they're so boring words.
There's a lot of information all over them, and you can go back and edit
Yep.
these guys. Like you can jump back and change what your thing is. When you hit checkout, pops up, the payment goes, and it actually automatically applies the coupon. Now, if you've already purchased the sampler in the past and got the discount, it'll tell you can't apply the
Oh,
discount
okay.
again.
So we just use the same code that we did
We do.
before. Okay, that's good to know.
So that's the new sampler. And one other thing that I guess I should point out. Hold on a second. Edit. I need to clear my box really quick.
Clear.
Clear. Okay. One other thing is we
Look at the
tried
cute
to
graphic.
we
It
tried
says
to
my
make
box is
things
empty.
very simple. So if you're browsing the various flavors of Keto Chow, and you come in here to say chocolate toffee, and you're like, chocolate toffee, I bulk bag, subscribe and save. When you hit this, it actually takes you into the same builder.
Yeah.
With chocolate toffee is already in your box.
So it's just the same.
There's just My Chow. All subscriptions are just My Chow.
Yay.
Very simple, single, unified. You're getting a better discount. Because it used to be, hey, you get 10% off if you subscribe to a single thing.
Yep.
But we want everybody to be able to get that 15 to 20% off.
Right.
So grand unified, we just called it Project Subscribe and Save.
Yeah.
Because we were trying to make it so that everybody was getting the same offer and just making it as simple as we could.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome. And we're super excited about how that's going. If you have any questions, please reach out to customer service and they can answer those questions. We would love to be able to support you with anything that you are wondering about. And Savannah right here from Facebook says, what is allulose? I see that in a lot of recipes.
Ooh.
We were actually talking about allulose a little bit earlier, so if you want to go back and rewind
yeah, but what is it?
this video, you can hear a little bit what we said, but it is a sweetener. So
Yep.
why don't you tell the technical...
Well, it's a rare sugar that does not get digested by humans. It tastes like sugar. It freezes, or rather doesn't freeze like sugar. It browns like sugar. It's sticky like sugar, which I don't like.
Isn't it made from sugar?
They do manufacture it from sugar. So they actually use corn syrup and put it through an enzyme. But
Yeah.
the long and short of it is it behaves like sugar, but it does not raise blood sugar.
Which is what we want.
And I think it even doesn't feed tooth decay bacteria as well.
Oh, that's so cool.
So allulose it's really cool
Yeah,
stuff.
it's great.
It also doesn't, so erythritol, which was kind of one of the things that people like to use previously, that tends to have a cooling effect. Like
Yeah,
it
kind of
tastes
has
kind of
an
minty.
interesting taste if you have too much of it, which you really shouldn't have a lot of sweet things anyway. That's part of the reason we're all on
Yeah.
keto is because we've had too many sweet things and messed up our metabolisms and all the things. So you want to try to stay away from sweet, which, we sell sweet
Yeah.
products, so we're one to talk. But
But of all the sweeteners I've tested,
yeah,
it has
allulose doesn't make you have
fewer
a tummy
problems.
ache
Yeah.
that I notice.
it doesn't give me gas. Erythritol does.
Yeah.
And it's not like stinky gas. It's just like, where did all this come from? Anyway, TMI, tell more information.
Yeah.
Olivia wants to know, does that subscribe and save, does the build your own sampler kit, does it replace the essentials?
Yeah, it does.
It does. It actually replaces the essentials, the premium, and the elite. We do still have those on Amazon, just because it's hard to do a build your own thing on Amazon. Everything has to be just prepackaged. But yeah, this is kind of the new cool thing,
Yeah.
so that people can
It
try
should
it
be
out.
really nice. And just being on My Chow is just really awesome. And I understand when you have subscriptions, it's annoying. And I understand that subscriptions can be a pain in the butt. But really, you can just come in and change it and just bump it forward. Just keep it active so you can keep that % off. That's the
Yep.
thing.
Marie says, I love that allulose is less sweet than sugar.
Yeah.
That's a pro in my book. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed I don't need stuff as sweet.
Yeah.
Marie also says, pick your own sampler is awesome. I know that's something that's been asked about for many years now.
Yes.
Yep. And Evelyn says, if I had known how much I would have liked it, I would have gotten the big first-time order.
Right.
Cindy's
But you
here.
don't know. It's nice to get a try. Hi, Cindy.
And Shari says, SpaceX has touched down.
Oh, cool.
I will go check that out.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to their spaceship not blowing up.
Yay.
Savannah says I tried potato keto chow today for dinner, and honestly couldn't tell it was keto chow.
That's
Interesting.
so awesome. I love that so much.
Okay, Denise says allulose and GLP-1 studies have demonstrated allulose can stimulate the release of GLP-1 from intestinal L cells, which is a key mechanism for regulating blood glucose levels and appetite.
And isn't that cool?
Yeah, I would love actually to use allulose in keto chow, but it just takes up too much space. And I'd actually like to use it in salty.
Oh, but it would still take up too much space.
It would
It would make
it six times larger.
Yeah, bigger.
Like we would have to use this massive packet in order to get it to fit. It just wouldn't work. And we tried putting as much allulose into a test thing of salty as we could, and it just tasted sad. Like it actually tasted better to have no sweetener than it did to have
Yeah, it was
that
weird.
little amount of allulose.
It was weird. Something else to keep in mind is when you're looking at keto recipes, a lot of recipes that use erythritol, you can just use the same measurement in allulose. And then if you find a sugar recipe or you had one from
Like an
ancient days,
regular
you
one
can
that calls for
swap
sugar?
1-to-1 allulose to sugar
Yeah.
in those
And it'll
recipes,
probably be
and
fine.
it usually works.
Yeah.
So I would say give it a try.
Technically, if you want the same level of
Technically.
sweetness, you'd need like an extra 20% or so of the allulose. But again, if your tastes have changed, then you're probably fine with that same amount of allulose. Tracy says, thanks for all you do. We appreciate you.
Oh, you're so
They're
nice.
talking about
Thank
you.
you. Oh.
Miriam
You're
is
the
getting
smart
ready
one.
to go on a trip
Yeah, I'm
in
going.
a rocket ship.
I'm going to
Flying through the
FDRS.
airs.
It's
Little
a
Einstein.
fat disorder conference
Not little Einsteins.
tomorrow.
So you're going to San Diego, right?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Not even close to the same thing.
Pretty close. It's in the United States.
Atlanta and San Diego. I don't know why I thought you were going to San Diego. Anyway,
It's okay.
so you're going
So
there
yeah,
to...
I'm going tomorrow. It starts on Thursday, and then it's all the weekend long. And there's gonna be a lot of good talks. Not a lot of keto stuff. So it'll
Yeah.
be interesting to be in a different environment. They have dinner included. So Chris has told me that I can get Uber Eats wings anytime I want.
Well, now hold on. What is lipedema?
So lipedema is a fat disorder. It's like stubborn fat.
So the fat tissue in your body.
and you get unusual amount, like a collection that has like
Yeah.
a lot of different
a lot of connective
nodules
tissue
and connective
stuff.
tissues. You get it a lot of times around your joints, and a lot of people that have lipedema have like their bottom half looks really heavy and their top half looks skinny. They look
Okay.
like they almost look like they have two different bodies. They're like mismatched
You'll
with
see
somebody
a
else.
cuffing around.
Yeah, around the
wrists
wrist
or the ankles.
or the ankles, and then you'll see
It's like skinny hand and fat arm.
and your feet don't get big.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. It's painful. You get bruising.
So lipid, Lipidema.
It's not lipedema. It's
It's
lipedema.
lipedema.
Yeah, but you know what? It's actually
you
spelled.
Google it.
It's spelled different ways across the world too.
That is true.
And it's really a lymph disorder. So it's a fat disorder, but then it's also has to do with the lymph. Because you can't move water in your body correctly,
Yeah.
then when the water pools, you tend to gain fat in those areas as you're gaining weight and hormone changes or whatever. Like mine looks like, if you're looking at this picture on the screen, are you sharing?
Yes.
Mine looks like stage 2 right there,
Okay.
that one.
And it's interesting because the Lipedema, here it is, Lipedema Foundation. Mm-hmm. Their thing is the disease we call fat.
Is that the same one? I don't think that's the one that
Isn't
we
it?
know. That's a different
Oh.
foundation. But there's multiple of them.
What was them?
So there,
Lipedema Simplified.
yeah, and that's our friends. So we've sponsored their conference a couple of times.
There it is.
There's a whole bunch of different people. 1 out of 9 women have it. It's just not super well known. A lot of times doctors will know what it is, but they don't know how to treat it or how to recognize it. They just have learned about it in passing in medical school.
Yeah.
A lot of people get mixed up with lipedema and lymphedema, which
Yes.
lymphedema is...
They go hand in hand.
Yeah, it's also a problem with the lymph, but it actually has like swelling in like one of your legs or one of your feet, or a lot of times it can be both too. A lot of people have lymphedema and lipedema together. I actually have lymphedema in one of my limbs, but not the other, but it's actually not that bad.
Now, Lipedema Simplified,
Mm-hmm.
they sponsor conferences and stuff like that where they talk about using ketogenic
Yes,
diets
and that's yeah
to help.
why we like them.
But other treatments, you can use compression stockings.
Mm-hmm.
You can use these machines that use air pressure to squeeze.
Yes, and those are really expensive. Sometimes insurance will cover them, sometimes they won't.
Now,
I
ever
have-
since you got your
I have a
vibration
machine.
plate, you haven't
I
used
haven't.
it.
I have rarely used that machine because the vibration plate works so fast. It takes 10 minutes, and I feel relief.
Yeah.
So I really love the vibration plate. Yeah, I also have venous insufficiency, which is my veins are just messed up. So that also causes problems because then the vein, the little these guys.
Little valves.
Little
The one-way
valves
valve.
don't close all the way, and so then I can get pooling and swelling, and so
Got
that adds to it.
Got a lot of people in the chat that have lipedema.
Yeah, same.
And Animations, who is new here, welcome, is using Khalifa unsweetened toasted coconut almond milk to mix up Keto Chow.
That sounds yummy.
Ray
Thanks for
says, yeah,
coming.
can't get the fat out of the fascia and
Yes.
other connective tissues.
Yes.
I think I might have that. Have an appointment with Dr. Ron Rigby.
Oh, you do?
April
I'm so
2nd.
happy. He's so amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, and he can help with that. The thing about lipedema is you can lose some fat, some of the fat, but a lot of it you can't actually lose, and you have to get it surgically removed. So, like Lipedema Simplified, they say, it's not your fault, but it is your problem.
It is your problem, yeah.
And they actually have a whole series on like mental health and stuff like that too. It was crazy because for 2 years I was studying this and learning about it and doing these different activities to try to reduce it. And just acting like I had it. And then I finally got diagnosed last January, so not this January, but the year before, in 2024.
We went to Arizona.
And I cannot tell you how it messed with my head, even though I knew I had it. But because somebody told me I had it, then it was real, you know? And I had to go through the grieving process, just like with anything that's new and hard. So I think that we just need to talk more about how, you know, some of these things can really affect your brain and your mood. And then, of course, that affects the way you eat. And then you're like, I want to give up and just eat everything I can see, you know. So life's hard sometimes.
Yeah.
It's hard.
But with lipedema, about the worst thing you can do is a high-carb diet.
It really is, because if you gain weight, you can't lose it. So it's really stressful. And I noticed it. So I was working with Robert Sykes. He was coaching me, and I was lifting weights, and I was doing really strict macros for probably a year and a half. Mm-hmm. And as I lost weight, I noticed these bumps on the inside of my leg. Oh. And I'm like, why is it that it looks worse, but it should be looking better? Yeah. And I was working out really hard, and I was doing a really good job. And I'm like, everything should, like, my shoulders and my muscles, like, were like looking really good. And that's why I started digging more into it, and decided I would just go and get diagnosed, because I was really frustrated and trying to figure it out. But what was I going to say?
Savannah says that's how I feel about having Hashimoto's. It's like you eat right and exercise, and the weight doesn't budge. Sometimes it's disheartening. So
disheartening. It's really stressful.
Dave likes Keto Chow. Uses it for low carb. Hey, that's perfect. Use it.
Glad.
It's a tool. You know, my friends say I'm a tool, but Keto Chow is a tool that you can use however you like.
Yes.
Your passport is right there, and you need to take it with you.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
It's right
well,
there.
I haven't packed yet, so I'll get there.
Why would you have packed?
I'm thinking about our Elkhart trip. I'm not thinking about this one. It's coming tomorrow.
Lisa says I found really clean half and half at Alley today. Simply organic brand. Visual Keto says my daughter has been diagnosed with lipedema. She's had painful cuffing at the ankles and a normal look from waist up. Wow.
Yes. Oh, okay. I remembered what I was going to say. Sorry. Can I continue my story? Yes. Apparently, I'm going to tell you all my story. So, as I was working with Robert, I noticed the different bumps and stuff, and then I went and got diagnosed, and I noticed even it's just progressing faster, and I think it's because I hit perimenopause and started having all the hormone changes, and it was super
annoying.
Still really annoying. I'm really annoyed. Even though I'm eating clean, everything, I'm still having all these hormone imbalances, and so the weight is just coming on, even if I'm eating so careful. So it's been really disheartening, like we're saying. Oh yes, and Blaze was saying I need to watch February 2025 Roundtable.
I'm going to Slack it to you.
Oh, okay. Actually, I went and got diagnosed by Karen Herbst in Arizona. So
you're going to hang out with her tomorrow.
I know, and she's going to be at the thing this weekend. Nice. She probably won't remember me because she diagnoses lots of people, but the things that I found that work most is working out a couple times a week. Okay. I weight lift, and then the swimming pool is probably the best for the swelling. And it doesn't even matter if you do anything, even if you just get in a pool for an hour and don't do a water aerobics class or something, it will help with the swelling because it's that natural compression.
Yeah.
So that's by far the best. And then eating well, compression, and then the vibration plate are the ones that
John wanted to know who diagnosed you.
Oh yes, and it was Karen Herbst.
There's actually
She's super nice, by the way.
Better application for the compression and the pool thing.
Yeah.
And you're sad that we haven't done it lately, and that is scuba diving.
Yeah.
Because down at depth,
you guys,
with the pressure wearing a wetsuit.
When we went on our big scuba trip to that one fancy island that was like so
we were also
cool.
eating like 2 meals a day.
And it was only carnivore, so it was awesome. because we were scuba diving the whole time, but I was not swollen one day the whole time we were there.
Yeah. Also, we were chilling out, so.
But we
Apparently
also
Miriam wants to do that again.
Let's do it tomorrow.
Okay. Except you are going on a trip. Okay.
How about next week?
Nope. We're going to go to Indiana, and
How about
maybe there will be snow.
next week?
Okay, we're going to go now.
Thanks for listening to my story. That was super long and boring.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You all have a fantastic week. Next Tuesday,
Yes.
we will be here.
Yep.
Next Tuesday, which is April 1st, we won't be doing a live
Oh
stream.
yeah, that's when we're doing our meetup.
That is April 1st. We will be doing our meetup. So we'll probably we'll probably post a video or something that day
Yeah,
instead.
totally. Yeah.
So you all have a fantastic night, and we will catch you later.
We love you.
Bye.
Mwah.